I thought this was going to be just another routine trip to drop off some materials for a preschool that was starting up in Tierra, Colorado, but it turned out to be much more. Our driver today is Emil Car. He's taking us from Antigua, Guatemala to Baco, where we're starting up a preschool in partnership with his organization, Men and Women in Action. The preschool there is about to begin. We are bringing a pickup truck full of materials for the teacher. We're going to stop at San Martin at the headquarters of Men and Women in Action and pick up a few more materials to bring with us to the school. It's a very rural area. That's why we're here. It doesn't normally get too much attention from NGOs or from the government. That's why we're here. As we are driving along, Milcar tells me more and more about how Men and Women in Action function in the communities. He tells me that they began in this community by visiting all of the people in their homes, explaining what they are doing there, and asking them what they thought were the most important priorities for the community. After they had gained the confidence through these discussions over a period of several months, they held a meeting. By the way, you'll notice that the color of the road has changed to the Tierra Colorado, for the namesake. After they have obtained this level of confidence, they begin setting priorities in the community, and then they explain how they think they can help, and they enlist the people in the community to give them ideas about how to effectively proceed. Amilcar is here today not just to drive me here, but to lead a meeting about one of the priorities that have been identified by the community, and that is clean water. His organization is providing to 40 families this filter that they use directly to filter the water in their homes. So a lot of the time is spent discussing the filter and how to use it effectively. Then Nora gets up in the meeting and she begins to explain to the people what we're trying to do with the preschool, why we're here, and solicits from them any of the questions they have or direction they would like to give about the preschool. A mother stands up with her 7-year-old child and she starts talking about how this girl has wanted to have books in their home, and she is so anxious to begin to come to the school, and she thanks us for bringing the materials and the teacher to the community. We then leave the meeting with the teacher, Menor. He takes us to the storage area where they're going to keep the materials until they open the main salon for the classes. He tells us more about his expectations. Permit me to introduce myself. My name is Minor. I'm going to be the maestro here for teach these kids for preschool. I'm very happy because the parents are very motivated. What is really important to me is that this program continue. I have 5 people from one family, children from the age of 4 to 7, that are all coming to school for the first time. I want them to be able to continue year after year in this classroom. So I hope that you've come not just for a short time, but will continue with us through many years. I am planning to teach them their numbers and their letters so that when they arrive at the school further down the road for first grade, they will be prepared and they will have success during their first year in school. I want to thank everybody that's helped with the school, um, and I appreciate all the things you brought with you today.
Y con ustedes porque es difícil acá en Guatemala conseguir un
I
empleo.
want to say too that it's not easy
Gracias
for
a Dios, pues
a
hoy
teacher
tuve
to
la
find work in
oportunidad
Guatemala.
de trabajar.
I
Digo,
appreciate
como
this
les mencioné,
opportunity to have a
como les
curriculum
comentaba, no es
that
fácil
I know will
llevar su
work with the children,
currículum a una empresa y que
and I'm
digan que no
happy
estás
to be
contratado
here working.
o con el gobierno
And
y aquí hay una
thank you
plaza
one more time
para usted, no es
for
difícil.
coming here to Guatemala and
Entonces yo
providing the
pues estoy
opportunity
muy
for me
alegre
and the
porque no hay
children.
trabajo y voy a luchar para no perder.
After the big meeting in the salon is finished, the mothers come to the storage area to ask more questions of Nora and to see the materials that we've brought. They are very concerned about getting all of their kids into classes, so we've decided that we're going to have a class of 12 children in the morning and 12 in the afternoon. We like to operate both morning and afternoon because it allows us to make full use of the teacher and the materials.
En el mes de noviembre, luego de
When we
meses
returned
de
to the
estar
main
trabajando con
sala,
niñas,
some of the ladies in
hicimos
the
una
community had
reflexión
prepared us a
y
lunch,
todas las mujeres
and I had
salieron
more
mejor
time to talk
participaron.
with
Las que
Amilcar.
tienen más
He told me that
confianza
when they
en ellas
first came in
mismas,
November,
hay
there was a
una
lot of
autoestima
reticence on the
más
part of the
elevada
people.
con las mujeres
But when he came back
y también hay
again,
más conciencia de
they had
defender los
talked among
derechos.
themselves, and
Entonces,
now they
nosotros
participated in
creemos
the
mucho en el
meeting,
proceso
not
y
just the
sabemos
men,
que
but
estamos
also the women.
caminando
This was a
realmente
good
por
opportunity
esfuerzos para
for
poder
him to
buscar
put into
sus
practice this program he
propias
believes so
soluciones
much
a los
about,
problemas que tengan.
this priority
Es
setting with the
parte de lo que
community,
puedo
and then
contar,
developing
una
action
pequeña parte de
plans
lo del
with their
proceso, porque
input.
es mucho.
He tells me how much confidence
Gracias.
he has in the program here, and is sure we'll have success in Tierra Colorado. As we get back in the pickup and continue down through this beautiful high country of Guatemala, I reflect on the day and how happy I am that we found Minor and that we also are partnering with an organization that can help us so much in developing our program in these rural communities. Here are some pictures that I took during the day that I thought you might be interested in seeing. The overstuffed sheep for the children's reading corner was sure the hit of the day. This is the mother and daughter that were speaking during the meeting. That little girl is the one that loves books. I'm sure she's going to be a helper in the classroom. For more information about either the programs, either the preschool program Let's Be Ready at www.letsbeready.org, or for the community intervention program, you can email werner3@mindspring.com.